For life.
Yeah. Bullet cast. What's going on? Stacy. This elite podcasting here. Ain't nobody better. Look. Yeah. Listen to us every time we live in the side. When you turn it on, it's just defining the mind. If you feel it, our opinions is great. When everything we moving now in the state, turn us on. If the feeling is
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, your mother's favorite podcaster, aka your auntie's favorite podcaster, aka the microphone messiah, and I am here joined by the current Bulletcast podcast champion. Her title is on the line this weekend for Fastlane, Poison Scarlet, and I'm also joined by a person who could just cash in a Bulletcast in the bank briefcase and walk out champion, Mr. Brandon Tanguma. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Doing great.
Feeling
Lovely.
peachy.
Feeling peachy. There we go. This is it Georgia? Are we in Georgia? Isn't Georgia the peach state? Isn't
I'm
that-
feeling guava.
Oh, it's California
Okay.
the guava state.
I don't know.
Am I supposed to feel watermelon for reasons?
I mean,
You said it, not me.
I just like watermelon. So
I don't know. I'm a kiwi guy. You know, I enjoy kiwis. Actually, you know what, guys? I went to Jamba Juice and I got a dragon fruit acai
It's
bowl.
not Jamba Juice anymore. It's just Jamba.
Oh no, it still says Jamba Juice on the one I walked inside.
it does still say Jamba Juice on the one that I go into as well.
Yeah, I got a dragon fruit acai bowl. That thing was delicious.
You know what? My favorite one, my favorite smoothie to get there is the Caribbean Passion. It's just so damn good.
Yeah, but those acai bowls, they hit different, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and nutritious. I think that's just what I'm gonna do now. Yeah. It's been a very busy weekend for the BC. We've been everywhere, been doing everything. One of the things that has gotten done over the weekend, Kurt Angle was an interview guest on this show. When I started this podcast, a lot of the people we have gotten never thought I would be able to say that. But Kurt Angle, I never thought I would be able to say that, but it is true. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Brandon, you lived the interview. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was fun times. There may or may not have been some speculation that it wasn't going to happen, but, Phillip pulled a rabbit out of his hat and we got it done. It was, it was a quick interview, as some of these convention ones are, but it was a good time. Pleasure meeting him. Cinematography was great, even though there were some people who might have said I didn't make them look their best, but it's fine.
Oh, no. It was fantastic. Katie.
Andrew didn't ask the hot tub time
getting-
question, but it's fine.
We gotta save it. Next interview.
Get-
We'll do.
Getting to meet Kurt Angle was really amazing. I know that before you guys did the interview, I had actually gone ahead and purchased a photo op with him. So I got the chance to meet him. What a great down-to-earth guy. I don't fangirl often, but buddy, I fangirled hard. In regards to the interview, really great questions asked, Phil. I loved that you touched on his shoot wrestling and even coaching. Sounds like we'll be seeing some future Kurt Angle stars eventually after he takes care of the surgeries he needs to take care of, T's and P's.
Yeah, he talked about a lot of surgeries. And I was like,
Yeah.
man.
I think he said something about like neck. He
Yeah.
said he just did 2 knee replacements, which is insane.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Um,
Got them
But
both done
he-
at the same time, which is crazy.
That's insane. I can speak from personal experience. My father had 1 knee replaced and he's still gearing up to get the other one replaced. And he's like, I don't know if I want to do that.
I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck, right?
You damn straight.
I mean, this there's always nerves doing interviews, especially with bigger stars like this. But there was a different set of nerves because I was an amateur wrestler and I wrestled 16 years after he had won the gold medal, but he was still the standard bearer. Sure, you had your PJ Cleese and your Jordan Burroughs and guys like that were hot when I was active wrestling like that. But nah, man, Kurt Angle was still the standard bearer, and we got to talk about shoot wrestling, and I told him like, hey man, like my generation, we still looked up to you, bro. So that was good for me to get that off my chest to say that to him. Love Kurt Angle, man. Class act, super nice guy. He's up there with with a group of one of the nicest wrestlers I've ever met. They say don't meet your heroes, but it's okay. You can always meet your Olympic heroes.
Oh yeah, he is full on an all-American hero.
Yes. Kurt, thank you so much for doing that, man. Um, Edge is all elite. Wrestle Dream happened. A concerto was about to be.
Everybody, go listen to the latest Under the Radar episode. Wrestle Dream recap.
Under the Radar came back. Thank you for that. Episode 89. So your 90th one has to be a big one. Your 90th.
Maybe I'll just come back this week and just recap the random episode of Dynamite. Edge's first Dynamite in Stockton.
No, you should You should probably recap the Tuesday Night War that's going to go on next week, because that's going to be something special. But yes, I can't say Adam Copeland just yet because it's weird. It is weird, I heard on Cheap Heat, Peter Rosenberg feels about calling Edge Adam Copeland the same way he feels about calling Twitter X, which is a great is a great analogy. But yes, a video package played, and that there people are like, well, why is a video package playing when all these people are still standing in the ring, and we just have to wait. But yeah, the music hit. You got Metal Ingus is still his music, thank God, because him walking out to anything else would have been even weirder. But yeah, Beth Phoenix voice that says, "You thought you knew him," and it's Edge. We think he's gonna align with Christian, but no, he turns on him, saves Sting, spears Nick Wayne, spears Luchasaurus. Yeah, man. Brandon, we've heard your thoughts, from your Under the Radar recap.
Yes, screw me.
No, we'll get to you, but
everyone pause the podcast right now. Go back and listen to Wrestle Dream recap if you haven't done so already, and then come back and listen.
Yes, go listen to the
because I did the Phillip thing. I started off with the Edge talk,
as you should, and I appreciate that. I listened. Katie, what are your thoughts on Edge being all elite?
Well, I am definitely calling him Adam Copeland since he's at AEW now. It is weird to not call him Edge, but hey, going with what we're being told to say. I'm here for it. Maybe it'll make me watch Dynamite more often.
Screw it. Let's just go tonight. Screw it.
I mean, I've got to work in the morning.
You're right. But yeah, man, I mean, look, I'm happy for him. I'm not one of these fans that's going to be like, oh my God, he betrayed the company, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm not going to do that. The memes have been funny. The match where Roman stacked Daniel Bryan and Edge is like, damn, he really sent him packing to the other company. That's funny. Look, man, I'm happy for him. 25 years in WWE, you just thought he would never jump. We just all assume that. All the rumors were going wild, and I'm a guy that is like, well, I have to see it to believe it. And I saw it. I kind of still can't believe it, but it is what it is.
He's getting the chance to work with Christian again, which is something that he probably wanted to do because he's, they're family friends at this point. Not only that, but if you've watched him talk about how he feels on Twitter, there are so many new faces that he wants to wrestle, that he wants to work with, that he wants to prop up and, give them their chance to shine as well. And he's great at that. So this is a good opportunity for both AEW talent and for Adam Copeland. It makes sense. And he was very clear that, if you're a fan of wrestling, it doesn't matter where he is. The fact that he's still wrestling and he's still there making it happen should be what we care about, not what company he's at. And he's always going to respect WWE, and he's always going to applaud and thank WWE for what they've allowed him to do for so many years, for 25 years. And I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, in the press conference after, he said that his daughter said, "Go be with Uncle Jay and be happy." So that kind of led his decision. And I mean, look, Edge and AEW. There's the possibility. I mean, you get Edge versus Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega's already wrestled a legendary Canadian in Chris Jericho. Go do another one with Edge. We could get MJF versus Edge. You
Oh
know,
God, that'd be so amazing.
Ricky Starks versus Edge. I mean, Eddie Kingston versus Edge. I mean, it's John Moxley versus Edge. They never wrestled each other. Claudio and Edge never wrestled each other. All the time, those guys spit in WWE. There are matches to be had here, and what I'm interested in, because we never really got that sleazeball Edge in this last run with WWE. We never got the guy that became the rated R superstar off the controversy with Matt Hardy. AEW has an edgier product. They have a different set of language they can use. Let Edge be a babyface for 6 months, turn him heel, and let him really go. Let him really dive into something. I can see it, man. I can see it. I can see it.
But we saw when he tried to turn heel in WWE, it didn't exactly work out that great.
Well, I mean, that was something. I mean, that
People don't want to boo Edge.
No, I mean, that was something different, but it was kind of more of a supernatural thing. I'm talking about
that was different.
Be the guy that John Cena hated so much to throw in the Long Island Sound. Be the guy that slapped John Cena's father. You know what I'm saying? Be that guy. Be that Edge. The guy that got chucked off a ladder and through tables in Toronto in TLC when that blood feud with John Cena. The guy that speared Beulah McGillicuddy at ECW One Night Stand through a table. Be that Edge. He still has it in him. I mean, I'm excited to see that. And yeah, man. I mean, just the matches that are going to be had. I know he's wrestling on the Super Dynamite on Tuesday next week. So that's his first official match. It's going to be against Luchasaurus Wednesday tonight / Thursday. He's going to be on Dynamite in Stockton, and then he's going to be on Collision. So, Edge is really making the rounds, man. I'm excited. I guess AEW really does stand for All Access WWE. Not even a pop. Come on, guys. Jesus.
I mean, I'm giggling.
Yeah, he says he's going to be full-time every week. Hope he doesn't wrestle every week. He doesn't need to, just as long as he can keep his body nice and tight and right. But I guess this is a multi-year deal. We don't know how long this is going to be, but hey, I mean, go and do this for whatever. Maybe return to WWE, have a quick little run, and I'd say go in the Hall of Fame, but he's already in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good move for AEW after the CM Punk stuff. They kind of did need a top star.
Yes,
especially to lead Collision, because I think if he just kind of slides into that CM Punk role, obviously Punk is a bigger star than Edge is, I think it's a good trade if we're going to just look at it from AEW gets Edge, WWE gets Jade Cargill. I think both sides.
I don't even think it's that. I mean, we are
just because Edge, as we saw, there was nothing really else for him to do in WWE. He was kind of just stuck in his own little spot, and then now he goes to AEW. He can, as you ran down all the different types of matches he can have.
Yeah, but we are in a time where I guess anybody can really jump. I mean, Cody started the company and left. Jade Cargill, a homegrown talent there, left. Edge, a Hall of Famer, a WWE loyalist, left. So it's anybody.
Ricky Starks might be leaving.
Anybody
with links to Cody probably might be leaving.
Brian Danielson left. I mean, that one kind of, wasn't really a shocker, but he did. Adam Cole. I mean, it's just anybody can jump. It's an exciting time, guys. It truly is. Let's get into SmackDown. LA Knight, yeah, he returns to a massive ovation. I was in attendance at the Golden One Center. Shout out to my boy Flo, former Bulletcast alum, for making that happen. SmackDown, 12,000 plus. It was a good crowd. It was a hot crowd. It was a hot crowd the whole night. LA Knight returns to help John Cena go against the Bloodline. So it'll be LA Knight and Cena versus Bloodline. This Saturday. I'm excited. What are your thoughts, Katie?
Oh, I'm super excited. I can't wait to watch this match. I think that it's going to be an excellent, dynamite showing for both teams. I can't wait to watch LA Knight and John Cena just go at it with the Bloodline. It's going to be so good.
Brandon.
I mean, with LA Knight missing last week because of COVID, we kind of speculated that maybe this was supposed to be his spot and he was supposed to be the tag team partner. So, it's all fallen into place, and I think this is a big spot for LA Knight. And I don't know how much longer Cena has on his little WWE run right now, but it should be a fun time and kind of, cross pollinating with LA Knight and the Bloodline is worked out well for Cena.
At the beginning of the SmackDown, the Bloodline was out there talking. Carl Anderson runs in and attacks. It leads to Jimmy Uso versus Carl Anderson. Jimmy got the dub quick. Nothing really to say about it. Mia Yim slaps Jimmy Uso. That's become a quick little meme. Yeah.
Where were these people last week when AJ was just getting his brains bashed in?
Probably in a different part of the arena.
Okay.
These arenas are large, man. They can't. He probably dipped off to catering or something, and bam. Rey Mysterio retains the United States title in a great contest with Santos Escobar. Really fun match. Crowd loved it. Then they were going to get the show of respect, and then the Street Profits attacked the LWO. So now it's leading to Lashley and the Profits going up against LWO. There's a Grayson Waller effect with Bobby Lashley. Good, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff on the SmackDown.
Yeah, solid match. We didn't get any real signs of dissension between the LWO. Maybe we'll get it later, or maybe we're just not going to get it at all. So, tag team match with the Street Profits and Lashley this coming Saturday. Should be interesting. I don't know. It might be more storyline driven than anything, kind of focusing on like the new look Street Profits than like something between the two sides. But we'll find out.
Michelle, Katie, you have any thoughts? After SmackDown went off the air, we got two dark matches. Cena said he wanted to have a match. Dirty Dom answered the challenge. His heat is unreal. So Dirty Dom, on his last full day as North American champion, he went out there, had a non-title match with John Cena. It was good. It was simple. The crowd was hot for Cena, man. Because we don't know when this may be our last time seeing him. So it gets loud, man, and it was great. I loved watching John out there. I felt like I was a kid again. And then the other dark match we had was Seth Rollins defending the world title against Gunther, the Ring General. They worked a nice match until interference from the rest of Imperium. Rollins takes him out, puts I think it was Vinci through a table, and then he talks to the crowd, throws a little Roman disc, and then he tells the fans to light up the fireflies for Bray Wyatt and sing his song. So good SmackDown overall, man. That was good. I'll hop into the house show that I went to also. I saw the house show outdrew Wrestle Dream, which was funny to me. I was like, that's crazy. Outdrew them by like what, I think 250 people. House show was good, man. New Day and Imperium.
And also outdrew Revolution in the same building.
Really?
I mean, I don't know what the exact numbers, but I think Revolution drew like 9,000, maybe 10,000 people.
That's crazy. Imperium and New Day had a great tag match. Io Sky and Charlotte had a nice match for the women's title. Gunther and Gable ran it back for the IC title. That's always good. Cody and Damian Priest had a San Francisco street fight. Jey Uso ran out there to make the save. He got a loud reaction. Obviously, being from San Francisco and whatnot. Cody making the rounds during intermission to try to get to everybody. That was nice. Main event, Miz versus Seth for the world title. Good stuff. Man. Oh, LA Knight wrestled Austin Theory. LA super over, man. I mean, his pop is insane. Go to the Bulletcast YouTube channel to see the promo he cut during the house show. Good stuff. Outside of the ring, CM Punk is back in the news. Why? Because Shawn Michaels has commented about him. Shawn Michaels was asked on a media call would he be interested in having CM Punk come to NXT. He said yes, absolutely. He's a draw. He brings the numbers, and he said he never had a problem. He always enjoyed working with Phil. Somebody saying something nice about CM Punk? What?
Well, also someone who, I mean, yeah, HBK might have had some run-ins with CM Punk, but they were never like, I guess like back in the day, but that's also like a different CM Punk than he is right now. So I mean, it's not shocking that he put him over a little bit.
There are similarities here, I mean, Shawn had that reputation of, being toxic and all this other stuff and a cancer in the locker room. Things that people are saying about CM Punk now.
So you're telling me CM Punk needs to find Jesus?
Well, I'm just saying, there are similarities here. And, Shawn Michaels was a guy that went to bat for CM Punk back in the day when they were trying to put him on the chopping block, Sean was like, well, hey, instead of getting rid of him, why don't you just fix the things you don't like and keep him? You know? So yeah. It's funny, man. I mean, we as fans, we have never worked with CM Punk. We have never worked with Phil Brooks. We cannot just read something on the internet and just blacklist this guy. Just I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. It is. It is. What are we doing?
Fans are fickle.
Like,
Is really the truth.
I mean, like Brandon and I, we were at that San Jose New Japan show. All those fans that lined up to go meet him in his seat are the same people that are talking all this trash now. It's ridiculous.
Fans are fickle.
It's absolutely ridiculous. What are we doing? What are we doing?
HBK is not stupid. He probably knows there is a possibility, whether it's big or small, that CM Punk is coming to WWE. So if he gets asked the question, he's gonna, play it straight and be like, he's a good brother. I like him. And if things happen, we'll bring him in. If he, so
look, if he's good enough for HBK, he's good enough for me, god damn it.
He's always been good enough for me. So
I've met CM Punk. Nice guy. Brandon, nice guy, right?
Beautiful human.
You see, we've actually had an encounter with this man. I
was in close quarters, and he didn't yell at me, punch me in the face.
I didn't fear for my life.
Bite my kneecap. None of that stuff.
We didn't argue over glass. It was quick. It was a pleasant encounter. He could have told us to F off, but he didn't.
He saw Phillip in his little ankle brace, and he felt sad.
Yes. He asked me how I was doing. I told him. Come on, man.
He signed his cast.
He signed my boot with a silver Sharpie. I have it over here in the closet. I need to get it framed. Yeah.
Yep, all that stuff definitely did happen.
Yes. Love CM Punk. Phil Brooks is a great guy. Can't wait to see where he goes next. Inside the ring, NXT No Mercy happened. I mean, what a paper. All the people that said NXT 2.0 has killed the brand. These guys aren't going to make it. It's not going to last long. Look at where we are. Look at where we are. You got Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker starting it off hot. You got the tag title match. You got the main event, Tiffany Stratton killing it with big time Bex and Becky Lynch. Can we give her a round of applause to go from
give me that Becky,
an absolute, I will say it, banger of a steel cage match with Trish Stratus to go on to have an unbelievable Extreme Rules match with Tiffany Stratton. Come on now. Losing a chunk of her arm. Let's do this. The men's NXT title match. Unbelievable. Trick Williams. He whooped that Trick and Dirty Dom Dom and got that NXT North American Championship. That title is for brothers. Okay? I can't wait for Cody to win it.
Only for 72 hours, though.
It doesn't matter. That title is for brothers, and I can't wait for Cody to get his hands on it. God damn it. That's a story that needs to be finished. Jesus. NXT No Mercy, Bakersfield. Y'all did that business, man. I love how there were references to Booker fighting Stone Cold in the grocery store. That wasn't Bakersfield. That was funny. Booker T's just ad-libbing to Trick Williams' song is hilarious. Whoop,
it is.
Trick. Yeah. I like that. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Wade Barrett probably should not try to do that.
No.
Yeah, no, Wade Barrett shouldn't try to do that at all. What did you guys, quick synopsis, what do you think of NXT No Mercy?
Best takeover in like 3 years.
Well, they're not called takeovers anymore.
Whatever.
They're premium live events, brother.
Premium NXT event, best one in like 3 years.
It's fantastic. NXT
probably up there to me for pay-per-view of the year, at least a qualifier, like a contender.
Right on. Yeah, so on Monday Night Raw, which was the hot crowd again, Rhea told Dom that if he didn't win that North American title back, then he didn't need to bother coming home. Nonetheless, Dominic Mysterio is once again the North American champion. Congrats to Dirty Dom. 2 times.
Rhea knows how to motivate him.
Yeah, three championship reigns in in his career. The tag one with his daddy, and then 2 North American title runs. I love it. Good
Shout out
stuff.
Rey Mysterio on Kevin Hart's show saying he still whipped Dominic's ass.
Oh, of course. Yeah, NXT is gonna be shaping up next week. You have John Cena will be there.
Why is that, Phillip? Why are they loading up on all this main roster talent for just a random NXT show next week?
Because there's going to be a random Dynamite next week on Tuesday.
Well, it's not exactly random. It's because of the MLB postseason. TV rights on TBS. It's getting moved up to Tuesday.
It's random. It's Tony Khan's birthday too. What a birthday present! John Cena. You get Asuka versus Asuka versus Roxanne Perez, right?
Yes.
And then Cody Rhodes.
Has a major announcement.
Yes, a major announcement. Paul Heyman will be in attendance too.
Listen to this. It's just a star-studded event.
Counter programming, baby. Don't you love it? No fan mail this week. Let's hit Monday Night Raw. I'll break it. I'll break a lot of the stuff down.
Because Phillip was there, so he has just such an inside look at everything.
Of course. I was inside the building. I have an inside look. Yes. Mommy returned. She got a big pop. She was going in there, taking control of the woman's melee. Some familiar faces were involved in the melee. Big Fonz, Dave Dutra, the Battle King, who could be the BTW champion by Friday night. Jordan Oasis, he was there. So some familiar faces. So all that goes down. Then Judgment Day has drama. Priest talked about, Dom didn't have his gold and all that other stuff. Then it leads to Jey Uso coming out there and JD McDonough attacking and Cody Rhodes running out there. All this to say, Adam Pearce has made it official. Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes versus Judgment Day Undisputed Tag Titles this Saturday. It feels like the 90s when just random guys get together to go after tag team championships. Yeah.
Almost like there's not that much of a tag team division to speak of.
Oh, no, there's a tag team division. There is.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty Deadly's on the shelf. Sammy and KO, I don't know what they're doing. They weren't even on this. Yeah. OC, they're dealing with the things that happened with AJ. So, no, there's a tag division. What are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, not kind of same old, and we're coming into Fastlane and we're getting, as you said, a tag team match with Cody. Just kind of, I wouldn't say spinning their wheels, but it's just kind of there.
I'm here for it. Why not?
I mean, they formed the alliance. Why not?
Yeah, Cody's the only person who trusts Jay, besides Sammy.
Yes.
Yes.
Imperium defeated Alpha Academy. Imperium is great, man. Ludwig Kaiser is special. Just like at the house show, just the way he was controlling the crowd on the apron, when Vinci was getting the work put on him by New Day, just like he gets this, man. Congrats to him, man. Yeah, bro. Like, less is truly more, man. I mean, Otis did a shoulder roll and got a massive pop from the crowd. It's crazy. I love it. It's fantastic. I love it. Then it led to the IC title contract signing. It was supposed to be for next week or Fastlane, but they decided to do it that night. Ciampa cut a hell of a promo. The Black Heart, man. He made me believe.
Yeah, I mean, I said there's no tag team division, but I also wish that Imperium could be a little bit more than just like Gunther's whipping boys, which is probably a higher spot than being in the tag team division, to be honest. But I do feel like Imperium, like if Imperium were to win the tag titles and like all three of them have gold, I think that'd be a great look. But they're also teasing a little bit that Kaiser is fed up with Gunther or whatever is going to happen there. We'll see.
Yes. Keep talking over Raw. Don't get into Fastlane yet. I have to step away.
Wow, Phillip is leaving us. Can't believe it. Well, speaking of just the loaded tag team division we got going on in WWE, we have Xavier Woods taking on Ivar. And that happened. And then we're going to get a Vikings rules match next week, Katie. I like, not going to lie, the first one with Alpha Academy was kind of interesting and kind of weird, but they're going back to the well already.
I still don't quite understand the whole idea between a Viking rules match, especially when it's like
There's like
it just makes
cardboard. There's a cardboard boat and
woohoo
stuff. So that makes it
I don't
Viking.
know. It feels hokey in my opinion. I will say Woods getting the win over Ivar. Good call. We also, thinking about what had happened the prior week with Kofi and Woods getting beat down by Viking Raiders and Drew not coming to their aid. It's catapulting us into a possible feud between the New Day and Drew, which to me makes a lot of sense too. So it's giving us the chance to see him do a bit more of a heel turn.
Yeah, and speaking of Drew, we get Drew versus Miz. Miz has his classic wrestling match in a suit. We did the Miz just had a terrible line of whatever makes him barf. I forget exactly what the line was, but it was just so stupid. But Drew gets the win over Miz. If you're trying to turn Drew heel, I don't know if him just beating up on the Miz is the best way to do that, but it's a little bit of a slow turn, so it's not going to happen next week. At least I don't think it will.
Yeah, it's a slow burn. It's a way for him to show his ruthlessness, I guess. It is high time for McIntyre to become a heel. I think that him as a heel would be beneficial to WWE in general. I mean, he's been the babyface for so long, but they just haven't done anything with him that's been worthwhile. So give him that chance to be a heel so that he can actually, go out and flourish in that regard.
Yeah. And then we get Rollins was supposed to have like a whatever talk with Michael Cole, and he gets interrupted by Nakamura. Nakamura's on the screen talking in Japanese with subtitles, and then it was a trap all along where Nakamura attacks Rollins from ringside, and the Nakamura screen is counting to 10 just perfectly in sync when Seth Rollins gets laid out. Crazy how that happens. And then the production staff cuts Nakamura's counting right when Seth actually gets up, and then Nakamura lays him out again, and then he counts to 10. So everyone, if you didn't know how a last man standing match works, now you know, because you count to 10 when the guy is down. So thank you, WWE, for explaining that to us.
Yes, that. I don't know if it was meant to be a way to get people amped up about the last man standing match. I think that we've had a lot of build up for it. I also think that this could be them showing us that, a preview of what's to come, especially with Nakamura just really going that extra mile to be as ruthless as he's been. So my question for you is, who do you think is going to end up taking home the gold?
Well, I'm supposed to save the predictions for later, but I think with them being so over the top of Nakamura beating, quote unquote, Seth with the 10 count, I think that kind of shows their hand that Seth is going to be the one to get the upper hand and end up winning. Last man standing matches aren't my favorite to begin with because of the awkward standing around waiting for the ref to count, and it's never the first one that the person's knocked out for. We get like 5 or 6 fake counts, so that kind of just brings the match to a screeching halt to the end. But yeah, I think Seth does pull it out in the end, but should be. I'm hoping it's a good match, but as I said, last man standing matches I think are kind of hard to to get it going. But main event time, Gunther takes on Tommaso Ciampa. Fantastic match. Gunther retains. Just a fun, quick little feud for Gunther to beat Ciampa. And then the big news, Johnny Gargano makes his return after Imperium's beaten down on Ciampa. Wish Johnny had his old theme song back, because I think because it's a newer song, crowd didn't pop as much as if it was his old song, because I just think people don't associate or know that's his song right off the bat. So I wish we can get Phillip to hurry his ass up to come out here, because I felt the pop for Johnny was very weak, at least on television. And then we get the reunion. As you said, they cut out awkwardly right before the double kick happened.
Don't ever tell me to hurry my ass up again, first of all.
Sorry,
Oh.
Daddy.
Yeah, don't call me that either. That's weird.
Okay,
Just to
sorry.
backtrack before we get to the Johnny Gargano of it all. Woods and Ivar was cool. Viking match, don't know what it's gonna be. Excited to find out. Viking War Raider Experience match. That is. McIntyre and Miz. Slow burn for old Drewski. Rollins and Nakamura. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. That is a thing that's still happening. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about that when we get to Fastlane. Gunther retains, fantastic match. Loved it. Gargano. Yeah, I think it's his new music. I feel like I feel like if it was Rebel Heart traditionally, oh yeah, that pop would have been insane.
Because like even just like the song itself, it's a very weak opening couple chords.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it didn't.
Yeah, the new format of the song is just not. It's not ruminating with the crowd. And
It's
you
like,
think of Johnny Gargano, and you're like, you expect this fast and hard beat with Rebel Heart playing, and you're not getting that.
it's like you took the song and you just did the playback speed at like 0.75.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but nonetheless, DIY is back. Yeah, they cut before they hit the finish, but it was great, and it was great. That got a pop. That got a popping crowd. Yeah, good stuff. After the show, Gargano's out there with Ciampa, and Cody comes out there. Oh yeah, Cody, he did another promo after the run in and whatnot.
Seriously?
Well, yeah.
No, I'm just saying so much that they cut out.
No, I'm saying like he did that on TV after the run in earlier in the night, but then he came back out after they were off the air talking to the fans. He threw out his suit jacket that went to the son of Marcus Mack, APW promoter. Marcus Mack got a pop. Cody then threw the tie and the shirt and he was like, "I'm gonna leave before I get naked." That's funny, but nonetheless, Raw was great. They'll be back in February at the SAP Center, so maybe we can make it a Bullycast event and I'll be there. You never know. Yeah, but
I've
good
not
stuff.
been to a WWE show since 2020.
It's hot, brother.
Into that Raw.
It's hot. It is.
I
hot.
haven't been to a WWE show since 2015 when I went to WrestleMania.
Oh, it's Katie. It's hot. It's hotter than ever now. It's fantastic. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's get into the Fastlane predictions. Let me go to the scoreboard where we keep all said predictions.
Can we get an update on our draft picks? Because I think me and Kate are absolutely killing you right now.
That's actually my job, and I have not updated. So
I'm just gonna say me and Katie are killing you right now, Phillip. I don't even need to check it. I just know.
This is my show. I'm winning. It's that simple. At the end of the day, there are three things that are certain in life: death, taxes, and Phillip always wins.
That's why you're the champion right now.
He's being kind enough to let me be champion for a little bit. So I feel included.
What a gentleman. What a gentleman.
Absolutely. I'm the gentlest of gentlemen.
Hey, I'm just happy to be champion for a little bit. It's kind of nice.
It is. I miss being champion. It was good. All right, let's start it off. Ladies first, LWO versus Street Profits and Lashley. Katie.
Street Profits and Lashley.
Okay. They don't have a name yet. They do not.
Hurt 2.0.
I mean, people are saying that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. You know what? I'll go with them. I don't see LWO getting the victory over these guys.
I mean, the two, I forget what their gimmick names are, but non-Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, they'll probably take the pin. Profits and Lashley get
Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. No, not Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Wilde.
Joaquin Wilde, that's his name. Yeah.
DJZ.
Yes. Bam, 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 bam.
The Filipino in LWO.
Oh, there's a little Hispanic in there, so that's why he's in there.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
He passed the basic level Spanish test to get in there.
Yes. No habla inglés. All right, so who are you taking?
I said Profits and Lashley pin one of the two other guys.
Okay, wow. All right, WWE Women's Championship, Io Sky versus Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. Katie, who you got?
Io retains.
Yeah, I mean they haven't really done much with Io. Brennan, who you got?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I have a feeling we're just gonna concur on every other pick because I mean it's Fastlane. I don't see them like changing anything up super crazy on this show in terms of titles.
Yeah, I'll go with Io too. All right. Undisputed tag team titles. Judgment Day versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened.
I'm going with Judgment Day. I think that they're going to use this as a way to build momentum for a bigger feud at Survivor Series.
That is a possibility. That is a massive possibility. Who do you have, Brennan?
You know, I just said there's no way they're gonna do anything super crazy on because it's a Fastlane show, but I just lied. Give me Jay and Cody. They end up being the odd couple tag team. There's dissension in the Judgment Day again, and yeah, Cody's gonna bounce back. They're already bouncing back and forth on Raw and SmackDown this week anyway, so let's keep it going. Going out on a limb.
Okay. You know, I love Cody. You know, I very rarely go against Cody.
Would not be shocked if this is a DQ finish though, which also could play my favor.
I'm gonna go Judgment Day. I'm gonna go Judgment Day. All right. John Cena and LA Knight, yeah, versus the Bloodline.
I think it's going to be Cena and LA Knight. You want to get that extra pop, and with the momentum that LA Knight is just continuously on, I don't see why they wouldn't have them win.
Yeah, Cena needs wins on this run.
Yeah.
But how much longer is this run?
Until what? The Saudi show, right? Yeah. Look, he's here to put over young guys. That's cool, but you have to win because if he just loses, then it loses its equity. You have to build up some wins. So yeah, I'm gonna go Cena and LA Knight also.
You know, give me the Bloodline. We're putting over Solo strong. He pins John Cena. Give it to me.
Oh, you're gonna do that, huh?
I'm doing it.
I'm glad you're picking my family. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'll put in a good word for you. The World Heavyweight Championship, last man standing, Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. So look, if Shinsuke doesn't win, then what was the point, right?
Yes, exactly. That's where my mind is.
What was the point? But if Shinsuke doesn't take the title off of him, I could see Drew McIntyre taking the title off of him. You know, a heel, Drew McIntyre, Claymore, the hell out of Seth Rollins, taking that title, finally getting his moment in front of people, and then he just turns on people. Oh, now you want to cheer me? You know, I could see that.
I mean, that would be really neat, but that would take more time.
Or somebody wrote into Sam Roberts' podcast about this. Let's say Judgment Day loses the tag titles.
Which is going to happen.
It is Damian Priest. And this is an original idea. This has never been done before. Literally cashes in Money in the Bank and just stands there while both men are down and wins the World Heavyweight Championship.
So it would turn into a triple threat last man standing match, which I don't think has ever happened before.
It's never happened before.
I don't know what the rules would be on that. Is it elimination? Is it like regular?
Both men would just be down and he'd just stand there and win the title.
I have to talk to the commission on that, see how that works.
I was like, when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, it's never been done before. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's frankly kind of convoluted and kind of a dumb finish, but
it would end on a dud. It would leave the pay-per-view ending on a dud.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it and say Shinsuke. I think that this is the moment that they have him take the title off of Rollins, but he doesn't retain it for long.
Yeah, I mean, you put it on Nakamura, Seth is great in the chase, but I know how WWE works, so I'm gonna go Seth Rollins. Brandon, what about yourself?
Sticking to what I said earlier, give me Seth. We had the visual down of him on Raw. He gets his comeuppance, gets his comeback, and he gets the win here. As you said, what was the reason for all this, Phillip? It was to fill 2 months worth of television time. That's what the point of it was. After SummerSlam.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, all that and more. All that and more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of wrestling is going on in the Bay Area, NorCal this weekend. So, I mean, you have big-time wrestling legends never die. Sue Young versus BTW Women's Champion Viva Van. You have Milo going up against Brooke Havoc. You have Kratos, JR Kratos going up against Big Fonz. You got my Big Ooze, Jacob Fatu, and Starboy Charlie going up against Johnny TV, aka John Morrison, and Aaron Solo. You also have QT Marshall going up against Vinny Massaro, Jerry Gigolo versus Eliza Hammer, and a BTW World Title match. We will get a new Big Time Wrestling World Champion. Will it be Marcus Lewis or will it be the Battle King, Dave Dutra? Find it. Not only that, Mick Foley will be making an appearance after the show. I know you don't want to miss that. Go check that out. And then the next day, Oasis Pro We Active. That is a big show. We got Dante Darren going up against Jaya Jewel. The Odyssey of Death, Journey Fatu going up against JT Thorne. You also have you got Ray Rico and Victor Von Richter going up against a new team, Slick Sensation. I've never heard of those guys. I'm excited. El Mago versus Loverboy Leo, student versus teacher, and then Alonzo Alvarez going up against Surza. Not only that, it was established at the Kickback. The Demon of the West Coast, Alpha Zoe, goes up against Iosefa Parisi. So that is going to be something special. And then the next day, Collectible Stampede. There goes the neighborhood. You can see a lot of great wrestling, but the number one match you need to see. Alpha Zoe defends the Bullet Cast heavyweight title against the self-revolutionary Surza. That's exciting. That match is gonna hit on all cylinders. I will be at all three events. If you see me, come up and say what's up. Thank you guys so much. As always, Katie will be in attendance for 2 out of the 3.
I will. I'll be at both BTW and Oasis Pro, so be sure to come and say hello.
I'll be there for one of the 3, baby.
Yes, Brandon will be there for one of the 3. Oasis Pro We Active is going to be fun. I'm on the call with Manager of Champions, Playo Del Mar. You don't want to miss it. The gang is back together. Thank you guys so much. As always, be safe and stay dangerous. Yes, sir.
Elite podcasting, we on the Bullet Cast now, fearless. The Bullet Cast now, fearless. Elite podcasting, no we on. Elite podcasting, no we on.
This has been the Bullet Cast. Thank you for listening.